Well, welcome you guys to Money Making Monday. For everybody I'm getting the opportunity to meet, my name is Sean T. Hill, blessed to be Executive District Director with MWR, the Power Builders team, and Project 100. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Let's all pretend I was talking to you. How's everyone doing?
Awesome. Great.
Awesome. Great.
Awesome.
This is not
Awesome,
an
great.
infomercial. We are having a conversation. It is great to see you guys. Honestly, we just came off with an amazing month. I got to get the statistics from the rest of the Power Builders team, but I know my particular business team, Project 100, we actually had 55 business partners get started in the month of July.
That's amazing.
And I mean, you know, to be a part of what the Power Builders are doing and to be in a position where we're just blessing lives and having fun, we wanted to make sure that you guys got off to a great start, because with the promotions and everything from last month, as well as the cash flow challenge, special shout to the bronze member, Angela Frazier Robinson, about to get all of this special.
Angela. Congratulations.
To the gold members, Michael Rand, Kanisha Gill, and I mean, what can I say? And 18-day-old, $20 a day earning senior director, promoted in 18 days, Lisa James.
Lisa James. Awesome.
We saw Michael Rand earn area director. We saw Dana Turnquest get a $500 luxury vehicle bonus.
Yes, congratulations.
That happened in the month of July. And guess what? I say all that to say this month's gonna be even stronger.
I love it.
Yes, love
we
it.
know what we can do in a very short period of time. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Now we understand that if we really focus, laser beam lock in on what we want and focus on helping everybody get what they want, we can get a whole lot more of what we want.
Yes, sir.
Guys, that's the key to this business. You focus on who you can help. Everybody say, can I help you?
Can
I help you?
And I'm gonna tell you what this means. I call Richard and Chuck Hardner. I text them every day, letting them know my goals and trying to figure out how I can help them with theirs. Now Richard's my sponsor. I'm trying to figure out how I can help him get to his goals. Then, and Chuck's his sponsor. I'm trying to figure out how we can impact his goals. And then when they tell me what it is that we can do, I start looking for who I can help in the organization, so that when we help them get to their goals, these guys hit their goals. And by default, I also get to hit some goals.
Nice.
How many of you guys love helping people?
Yes.
Cooperative economics.
Yes.
See, the amateur leader would tell you you should help yourself. But in this business, you should help other people.
That's right.
But you have to figure out how to do it. No, you don't. We have a system. And put this in your notes. Write down the word system. SYSTEM. That stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So if you find yourself stressing, you're probably not working our system. If you feel like you're wasting time, but you're not seeing any money, you're probably not doing our system. If you feel like you're putting in a lot of energy, but you're getting negative or no energy back, it's not building you, it's not exciting you, you're probably not doing the system. And if you ain't making no money, I know you're not doing this system, because we are making money in this business and over fist because of the system that we run. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
Everybody sees that link in the chat. It will point you to our system. Our system is here. This is our system. We run the roadmap to making wealth real. Guys, this is what we did. And you guys tell me if you think it's as ingenious as I believe it is. We get the opportunity to be, somebody has an echo. Y'all don't hear it?
I'm trying to find it.
All right, let's do
I think
this.
I got it.
Oh, you
I got it.
Okay, so here's what we did. We get to work with the top money earner in the company. His name is Brian MB. And what we did was he gave us a whole series of documents, and he's just been upgrading and upgrading and upgrading the documents. And then we took a look at the documents that gave us the success where 3 of us already earn no less than $4,000 a month. How many of you guys would agree those may be some great documents to duplicate?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
When the likes of people like Bernard Ponder and I mean, Kanisha Gill, I'm just looking at folks, Anthony Clements, I mean, Liza Diller, everybody that was using these documents at the time that they started running all had success. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
And so guess what we did? We kept them and we put them in one document. And so I just want to run through them because your sponsor is going to walk you through this week. And if your sponsor should walk you through this today. But if your sponsor doesn't know what to share, then get with their sponsor. And so your sponsor's sponsor will show you what to do today with this document. But if they don't know, your sponsor's sponsor should get all of you guys on one Zoom and walk you through this today. But if they're not quite sure, guys, this business is growing that fast. There's some people that got started a couple of weeks ago, and they already have their sponsor. They already need help from their sponsor. Is this making sense?
I'm gonna give them a full welcome text. How about that?
And so
Copy and paste that. Keep that around.
Right. And so here's the thing, guys. When you look at this roadmap, the first page is the most important. This is the page that gets you off and running. I have some awesome people that are going to walk you through the bulk of this page. But just understand, once you put your website here, your password here, and they're going to walk you through what this means. It's by the equation, you set your goals. You tell them what makes this business worthwhile. You tell them why you're building this business, what has you up late at night, what hurts you because you didn't do it, what haunts you because it already went away, what helps you get to your goal. Guys, it gets insane, but now you're locked in, and then they take you through the checklist because we're going to help you get 5 partners this month because we want to lock you in at $150 a month, whether you get out of bed or not. We're going to help you get 1 to 3 customers. Guys, when you get your 3rd customer, your $79.97 is waived. And so now you got experts helping you for free.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you guys wouldn't mind have multi-million-dollar experts helping you for free 99?
Facts.
Yes.
It only takes 3 customers to make that happen. Guys, that's the first sheet. They're going to walk you through some of this sheet in a couple of minutes because you guys are going to get those experts on it today. But then the second sheet is the 50-15-5 accountability sheet. Now, I don't tell you what to do. I just tell you what I'm doing. I use this sheet this way. I put my name and stuff up top. Every time I pique someone's interest, meaning I find out if they've ever heard of income shifting, and when they say no, I tell them they need to come and learn income shifting with me. If you want to know the exact language to use, we have a private Facebook group where under announcements, this language is there. Once they've agreed to come to something, I add them to the sheet.
Yeah.
Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Simple.
Now, once they come and I add them under where it says 50 new personal prospects. See, until they're a prospect, they're a suspect.
Right. Right.
Don't assume because you know them, they're a good candidate. You're gonna find out they're a candidate when you use our language. And here's the thing, our language is not to get them in, it's to weed them out. Now, once you've done that and you peeked and passed, once they come to a presentation, you put them under where it says 15 new guests. Because now they've been, everybody say, exposed.
Exposed.
And then once they sign on the dotted line, they go where it says 5 new associates. And the reason why this sheet is so amazing is our mentor taught us there's really, and we've proven it over and over, there's no way that you can properly peak and pass 50, expose 15 to what we just did and not get 5. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched people expose far less than 50 and they got 5 in them just a couple of days ago.
Right. It's crazy.
I'm seeing people getting five partners in a day.
It's like, who's going 5 for 5?
It's exactly
Them. Wilkins.
those people. Now, the third sheet is our MWR financial makeover plan of action. So even after tonight, when you upload stuff, just in case you don't have a tonight with your new partners and your new customers, you can walk them through steps 1 through 4. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
We literally keep that in there
Yes.
because we can give somebody this document and they can have this done before we ever get to them. And my favorite sheet is the roadmap to senior director. Guys, we are a senior director machine. We helped 4 people do it just last month. Guys, Brandy Rand, that's Mrs. Michael Rand, is a senior director with this company, and y'all don't even know who she is.
Do.
Bruce Lynch. Oh, by the way, that's called, everybody say double dipping.
Double
Double
dip.
dip.
Every time somebody gets started in their business, it's one person, but 2 checks. And then we had Bruce Lynch earn senior director in the month of July.
Hey,
Guys,
Dr. Hill,
yes.
can I introduce the SD to the
Oh,
team?
hold on a
Double
second.
dipping.
Is she gonna allow it, Your Grace?
Double dipping.
Yeah.
There she is.
Hey, everybody, that's my sister from another
Hey,
mister.
Brandy.
That's Mrs. Brandy Rand.
Hello, how are you?
Ready?
Okay.
I gotta take the camera back
Hi,
to drive.
Mr. Rand.
Right. So we don't ever see y'all again. No more camera time. Love y'all. And so, guys, we also, in the month of July, had Miss Kanisha Gill go senior director. Give it up. Give it up.
Kanisha.
And then I already told y'all.
Woo-hoo. Congratulations.
And then I already told y'all in 18 days, Lisa James
Come on,
became a
Lisa.
senior director with this company.
Come on, Lisa.
Yes, congratulations.
Woo.
Now, she's still saying RWM and she already a senior director.
Well,
And so here's the thing. The key to this sheet is we're going to teach you how to fill it out. And all it is every time somebody sees a presentation, they say, I want to do it. You put them here. Then when they sign up, you put them here under personally sponsored QFDs. Can y'all see me moving my cursor?
I can see it.
Excellent. And then when they get a partner, you put them here. When they get a partner, you put them and their personally sponsored QFD here. That's how they make it to these lines. Does this make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
And when you get 3 here, we will talk to your entire sponsorship team to make sure we get the rest here. And you're a senior director. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you are not in business for yourself, you're in business by yourself. But guys, I am going to shift gears now. And here's what I'm going to ask you to do while I'm bringing up our first speaker. Well, actually, our first 2 trainers are here, and our other trainer is in transit, and so they'll bring them in when they get there. But guys, if you have already uploaded your stuff into the system, you already got the experts working on your behalf, and you are qualified for the money club, meaning you earn your 5, 20, 30, 50, 100, $150 a day. You're earning your car bonus or you're earning your presidential bonus. I need you to raise your hand right now. Richard, why you got your hand? Put your hand down. You got to stay here. You got to train.
I still want to go to the money club, though.
Yeah, I just lowered your hand. Cut it out.
I'm gonna go to the money club.
Okay, you come.
No, but I can't. I can't. I
But you
gotta
can't.
upload
You,
my
yeah,
stuff.
you got to upload your stuff, newbie. That's what I'm talking about. Hit senior director before you upload your stuff. Why not?
That's the question.
Huh?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Do.
Is that Jeremy Williams where it says James's iPhone?
I don't know.
Speak.
Yeah, that's me.
Identify yourself.
That is my
James,
child.
are you Jeremy?
He said, yeah, that's me. He said his mouth.
Okay,
Wow.
carry on.
Family
I'm so hot right
reunion.
now.
Now you're gonna get in trouble, Chairman. So here's the thing. We're gonna move you guys to the other room, those of you that got your hand, or you can actually select and move yourself. You can actually join the breakout room. So you go ahead over there now while I tell them about, can you join it? Is anybody leaving yet? Can you join the breakout room? Can you go?
They are there, but you got to know what to look for. If you're on your computer, it's easy. It's down at the bottom. You click the 4 squares. It'll pop up. Breakout rooms.
I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone right
On
now.
your
Gotta do
phone,
it
you
on
need an
phone.
invitation.
Okay, I need you
Oh,
to
you gotta
send me an
invite them on the
invitation.
phone? Okay.
Yeah, put your hand up if you're on the phone. Put your hand up if you're on the phone. Go to reactions, put your hand up.
So while you guys are doing this, I'm gonna bring on our
No
first.
squares.
He is instructing people on how to raise their hands and how to get themselves recognized and go into the breakout room. But that's my sponsor, guys. What is all of that, guys? Somebody help me out. So is that,
Somebody is trying to join us from the Matrix. Hang on. Who is that?
Stop. Because we're gonna have a money conversation, but in the meantime, I want you guys to help me bring to the line somebody I got a ridiculous amount of respect for, because not only has he shifted more income than most people see, but he's also put himself in a position where, I mean, honestly, he's probably one of the most sought out speakers and trainers in the home-based business arena. He's probably one of the people that has put himself in the top 5–10% of money earners in the country. And more importantly, he's just one of the most likable people you'd ever meet. And he's a technician when it comes to what we do in this business. So guys, help me bring to the line Executive District Director, Mr. Richard Harden.
All right, so let's sort out how we're gonna do these instructions, because I see that the Money Club hands are still up. Do we already build the breakout room?
I did.
Okay, I see the assignments.
Thought I did.
So I see people that are gonna be, it's not the actual upper room, it's just the upper income room. I don't want to send any of the people that are on that list to the upper room. I need them to stay in the upper income room. But if you are in the daily pay club, if you've got your luxury bonus, your presidential bonus, make sure your hands up and they will start to disappear, so that I will mostly be looking at just new people in this room, so that we can really get laser focused on getting the execution piece out of the way. Does that make sense? So let's see, let's give them a little bit of time to be in the room. And while they're transitioning, say it again.
You gotta get started.
Okay, while they're transitioning, let me do one more thing. Let me thank again my friend. You know, so many people actually think he's our brother, but you can tell because we're trying to get him to grow his beard in. Sean T. Hill is easily, it's one of those people. Make money, have fun, help people, and learn as you go. That's the name of this game. If you want to do anything else when it comes to money, we're probably not the right group for you. And I'm okay with telling you that not everybody wants to have fun, help people, make money, and learn as you go. But that's the name of the game, and that is the subject of our training today. And one of the things that I have to tell people about our financial transformation, the financial makeover, in a lot of ways, is like a physical transformation. How many of you have seen some before and after pictures where the dude had a 52-inch waist and went down to a 32, and he's holding his pants out, showing his progress from where he was before to where he was after? Those pictures weren't taken the same day. That dude joined the gym, probably stopped drinking tasty beverages to a significant degree. That's the easy way for men to lose weight, by the way. Tasty beverages add girth. He had a trainer that gave him things to do. And when it comes to money, that's what you just done. You've actually hired a team of experts and a place to go to do the things that we need to do to have a transformation where instead of we go from financially flabby to financially fabulous. Instead of lowering your body fat percentage, we're gonna lower those interest rates. We're gonna lower the tax payments. We're gonna get rid of the debt. But then at the same time, we're building money muscle on the back end. Does that make sense? I'm a gym person. Y'all can tell I go to the gym.
Yes.
I worked a long time on that.
Yes, it makes plenty of sense, sir.
Because I know for certain that there are people that only go to the gym on chest and biceps day. Call that the prison body. Y'all seen that dude?
Yes.
But what we have with MWR Financial is a comprehensive money makeover. And here's the best part. Unlike that dude that's going to work hard at the gym, most other things that will need to happen for you to progress in this business happen with experts doing the work, not you busting out the reps. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Are we in a room of new people now? I have help on this, by the way, because I was told when we started the upload party that it wasn't just going to be me, because we got some new fresh faces in the leadership ranks. So with Kanisha Gill and Mike Rand, what we want to do is make sure that the boxes that people tend not to check, we get them checked today. Because it's easy. Like if you think about what Sean showed when it comes to our roadmap to make wealth real, here's the equation. Like the math in this is the most important math. And here's what you got to understand about yourself. You don't have to be a new person the day that you get started in MWR Financial, but you do have to upgrade your conversation. Because from now on, for our conversations, but more important for our days, every day, we're going to add exposures, add education, add execution, subtract explanations, and Lord, we got to get these emotions out of here. And that's when enrollments increase. Meaning, think about it this way. If you haven't done the things that it takes to get the results, how could you tell someone about it?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the magic, and this is why I like to get all of my new people started with their membership. Day one is once you have done the things, there's nothing anyone can tell you about it. You got to understand how much simpler it is to say to somebody, I don't know what it'll do for you, but whether I make money in this business or not, I got a raise from my job. My credit score is better, and I finally have a plan to get these debts off my neck because they were planning to choke me out. So as we go through today, I want you to start preparing yourself for the Financial Edge membership. And literally, if you think across the top, the way that this document is designed, all of these boxes get filled with the execution activity. All of these boxes get checked with execution. All of these circles and boxes get filled with exposures.
We don't see your screen.
Oh, I'm only sharing with myself. See, I have not learned my kindergarten lessons appropriately. Bad sponsor. But here's what we got. Execution. Today we're going to talk about what you need to upload so that your pay card comes. I know, Kanisha, do you know how many people would ask me, how do I get my money?
I can imagine.
Dude, we're starting a business. The first thing we're going to do is get you set up so that your pay card comes, so that when people ask you, do they really pay real money? You don't just have to talk about it. You can actually pull the card out and let them know, oh, this gets loaded every day. Second thing we're going to do, we're going to schedule those exposures. Now, there's no uploads in that. You just got to get on the calendar this week. Because here's our goal. We want to get everybody that's new from last week promoted this week. Does that make sense? So that now something can be coming on your MWR card. And let me show it. That is our MWR card. Oh, good. It's using my blur background. But hang on, let's see. What does Chuck do? He covers these last numbers, right? Because some people got photographic memories. They can see what you are sharing online. But your MWR pay card is where you can set up your funds to go secret that I do. Everything that the business is going to charge me goes to the MWR card. Everything else goes to the business account. Yeah. We're going to walk through the process of getting everything set up for your credit restoration. Requires an upload. Your bill negotiation requires some uploads. Your credit restoration requires some uploads. But the secret to getting them done is simple because it's all things that you already have. So step one in the upload party, everybody get out your driver's license. Yeah, I mean, I'm just telling you, I've been through this. You need your driver's license so that you can upload and identify yourself for your bank account so that they can verify your identity to send payments. Sending electronic payments is highly scrutinized since 9/11. So they do have to verify you. Make sense? You will also need your license when you go to start the credit restoration process because our credit restoration experts act with limited power of attorney on your behalf. The way they kick in those doors is they say, I'm here to help Bernard get his money right. You have misreported this man. He doesn't have to pay all this extra interest for these things. Give him his money back. Make sense? So here's a secret to the upload. Take a picture of it and email it to yourself from your phone. Is everybody with me? License, take a picture front and back. Email that to yourself so that you have it on your computer so that it's ready to upload. Any questions on that part? Everybody good for step one? Now, by the way, I'm going to say something that will probably hurt people's feelings. Everything I'm going to tell you, they did email it to you the day you got started. It was just a lot of emails and I was excited and I was drinking a little bit the day that I got started. Probably some of you were too. If for any reason you need to go back and retrace the steps, don't worry. What we do is documented step by step and comes out. The e-wallet email comes the day that you signed up. So if you know what your start date was, go back to that date. If you're not in a position to do what I'm saying to do, while I'm saying to do it, you can always go back there. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. So second, where do I go to set up the e-wallet? If you log on to your website, now we already agreed, didn't we, Kanisha? What's their website? Whatever their website is, I don't know your website.
Yes.
But if you log in with your email and password, log in with your email and password to mwrfinancial.com. So if you go to mwrfinancial.com, click on with your email address, your username and password. If you click on profile, profile, I'll take a step slower so that everybody sees it. See, that's me. My birthday's coming up, don't forget. And under commissions, you click on commissions, everything you need to log into your e-wallet, it will actually, you'll see this, by the way, the nerd in me is telling you this is going to another website. This is our bank website. So when you go to the commissions website, it gives you this number. This is relatively your member number in MWR Financial. And there's a link at the bottom that says, click here to go to your e-wallet. Now, before you go to your e-wallet, write that number down. That's where your money is. Write that number down. That's where your number is. If you go to the e-wallet website and try to log in with your email address, it will not know who you are.
Right.
Now, I don't have a new account here, but I do have 2 accounts because we started double dipping before Mike and Randy did. But let me pause and make sure that everybody's that's trying to follow on their computer, that I haven't outpaced you. Is everybody going to log in, profile, commissions, the link at the bottom is log in to e-wallet, right? Well, once you're in your e-wallet, well, my e-wallet's going to look a little bit different than yours, but here's what we're after, is that within your account, it will tell you, it'll give you a place for setup. When you're in a new account, it'll say setup steps. Matter of fact, does anybody have a new account that we can use as an example? That's probably something I should have thought about, because I know y'all saw those dollars. It's been a good month. Questions. Somebody come off mute, tell me what you got.
I have a question, but I mean, can we change the password and the username for e-wallet, or it has to stay that way, the same?
You can change the password. You can't change the account number.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, by the way, I did figure this out. That's what number representative you are in MWR Financial.
Oh, gotcha.
So I know in our previous company, I was L329111. Over here, I'm pretty sure I'm 9230. So we're very new with what we're doing. Very new with what we're doing. Questions on that? E-wallet, once you get in, it'll let you do two things. First, request your prepaid card. The steps are in there. Just follow the steps to request your prepaid card to your address. And also, if you have a business account, you might want to set up your direct deposit. All of that happens there. Did I cover that okay, Kanisha? Mike, did I leave anything out?
Yes, this is also the place where they're gonna ask for your license too. This is another place.
And they will ask for front, there'll be two uploads, front and back. So right now, while you're taking a picture of your license, take a picture of the front and the back. Make a folder on your computer. Let me show you. I'm not just telling you what I say to do. I'll show you what I've done. Make a folder on your computer that is for MWR Financial, right? So that in your Credit Max folder, you got all the stuff that you've ever uploaded for them, and you have your own copy of your record so that you can measure your progress. Save the license into there. So there's my license and Nikki's license. By the way, married people, you and your spouse are covered, but you do have to upload your identity for specifically taxes and credit. Questions?
Yeah, quick note, Rich. Something else I've noticed on the e-wallet that recently happened was they asked for confirmation of my bank account. This was, I let them put it in there, recently asked me for a copy of my statement.
That's one of those, I'm pretty sure I heard him say account, statement, and e-wallet. And that is one of those things. It will happen quickly. Once you earn over $600 in digital money anywhere, they will want to verify that you're the owner of the account. So they'll ask you for an account statement. That makes sense? Send it to them because you don't want to be mad like your e-wallet over here full, but they can't send it to the bank for you. All right.
And you have the money to e-wallet, I mean, to your card and then to the bank. Yes, if you want, you get to choose. Okay.
And you can divide up percentages.
Okay.
So for example, I know I have a certain amount of fixed expense. That's my MW, like my MWR membership is $40 a month.
Right.
Right. So I know that that's going to come out. I also pay for smart credit off that card. Right. So I keep that amount there and the rest I put in the business account because I do something else fun with that. I used to keep the Taco Tuesday money over there, but we were just spending way too much on tacos and margaritas. That was us. All right. So step two, where do we want to go from here? So let's look back at our MWR roadmap. Now, I know we have this in a certain order. I'll say that my preference is actually slightly different. What do you prefer to do first, Kanisha and Mike?
Most people have the W-2, so maybe we'll go with the W-2.
Okay. You want to walk them through that, or you want me to walk them through?
Sure.
No. Matter of fact, let's get these new people some shine because she's sitting over there with the halo effect and the glasses. And I got to make sure that these new executives get a chance to shine. Because listen, man, it's two things. If you're Kanisha Gill's Facebook friend, as well as her partner in business, you might see, oops. Sorry about that. You might see Snoop Dogg or the Yin Yang Twins or Ice Cube just ride through on Facebook like, yeah, we were just hanging out. But if you watch her behavior in business, she's one of those people that's new to the industry, but is growing very rapidly. And I would be remiss because of her attention to detail, because with all of those things, she's still working on, right now, is this a master's degree or are you about to be Dr. Gill? What's getting ready to happen?
Dr. Gill.
Doctor. It's going to be some more doctors. So she's working on her doctorate, but at the same time that she was doing all of those things, she was still building a business just recognized as gold during our cash flow experience. Let me stand back watching these people do work. Anisha, why don't you tell them about what happens next when it comes to the W-2 and the options for the basics?
Gotcha. Well, first, let me say, Richard, thank you so much. You are amazing. I was just sitting here like, he's killing that. Like, yes, give it to him, give it to him. That was so awesome what you just did, because that definitely just made my job a little easier. So I'm going to actually share my screen if I can, and then show you.
Sure. Yep.
Yes. So now he showed you what to do. I'm gonna show you where to go. So this is what your membership page looks like. I usually just go up here and go to tax reduction. Okay, I got to sign back in. Come on, sign in.
It's coming.
Okay, I see it.
If you're following along at home, go to that same page. My services, by the way, when it's time to do things, when it's coming to execution, this is where you'll go for both the things that you do and for most people, for most of the questions they want to ask.
So this is a tax reduction, and strategy number one is the instant pay raise. And this is where you get your corrected W-4. So to stop overpaying the IRS. So here you would upload your recent tax form and your 2 pay stubs to start the process. And let me just go down here to show you, because when I say upload, it's right here. So just let me show you that first. That's where you upload. Now the second strategy, so of course you just hit get started. Now the second strategy is for the home-based business deductions. This is where you would enroll in TaxBot, but now TaxBot is known as Hurdle. I guess that's the way you say it. It's H-U-R-D-L-R. But when you click on, let's go down here. When you click on, I need to go down. Okay, when you click on get started, it will actually show you where to click to get to TaxBot. So if you see something called Hurdle, don't be alarmed, because we're calling it TaxBot because they're now Hurdle. And so you go, once you click here, it's very important that you enroll through the website. That's very important, so that they know that you are an NWR member. Otherwise, you'll get coded differently.
As a matter, this is one of the benefits people should know. This grade of software is one of the most expensive software that you can find in the App Store.
Yeah.
If you just went and downloaded TaxBot and just started on a free trial, at the end of month 1, they'd start billing you for $100 a month, but it's included for free in your membership. That's $79.99.
Yes.
That makes sense? So it is value up front.
Yes,
Go ahead.
absolutely. So also, once you enroll on your computer, make sure you download the app. It's important that you download the app, because when you drive, that's when your mileage is checked. And so also in the app, there will be a little button where it says enable. You'll see it. So make sure you enable, because if you do not enable, it will not track your mileage. You can also upload your bank accounts via either the app or online. And once you upload your bank accounts and link them, it'll actually start to find the deductions for you, and all you have to do is classify them. So it does take a little time to do, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Oh.
So you just do the I'm finished and you go to the next one. Now this strategy, the 3 years tax review, this is basically to determine any errors in your taxes. So if you want to find out if you have any errors, if you were paying something that you shouldn't have been paying, determine if you're overpaying your taxes, this is where you will upload those 3 tax returns. And again, the upload is on the bottom of the page. So for
go ahead. Does it matter if you use the quick links that's over on the left side?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not.
Just make sure you use all 3.
Right.
Okay.
If you ever need to go back to a step.
Okay.
Right. So now for the tax debt relief, basically what this is, if you haven't paid your taxes for a while, or you've had trouble, or that you have some penalties, the IRS enrolled agents will offer you a program and give you a plan to actually get rid of this debt. However, once you actually upload the information and give them information, this will actually schedule you a consultation. So that's the difference between uploading and they're getting to work. And this one, when you give your information, you're getting a consultation. So that's the difference. I just want to make sure you don't think that you upload and they're going to go to work. That's going to be a consultation. So you want me to go to the next one, Rich, or any questions?
Tanisha, real quick. Yeah, real quick, Tanisha. This is Mike. So on the very first one, can you do me a favor and click into that? Because I want them to see that there's a little bit of information they have to fill out in there.
Yes.
And so in addition to uploading your 2 documents, you need to take a second to fill out that information as well, because that's going to help them to formulate everything they need to know to do what they need to do for you on your behalf. So I just wanted to point that out for them, let them see that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Where to go now.
Thank you. Yes, please fill out that information. Especially, do you own a current home-based business? That's the whole point of this, to get those deductions, to help you with those deductions. Okay, so the next one, Rick, did I miss anything, or can I go to the next one, or?
Let's pause and ask if anybody else has questions. But just remember your expectation, the things that you need to put together to be ready to upload. You need your last 2 pay stubs and your previous year's tax return. So many times somebody will call me and say, I sent my check stub and I didn't get anything back. It's because the assignment is not complete. The tax adjustment, the pay raise does require them to have a picture of your tax world and to pay attention to any questions they ask you. And then, can you click that button over there on the right for ask a question?
Okay.
We have experts. Make sure that you put them to work, even if it's not something about your instant pay raise. It's your little blue bubble on the right side, right there. Yep. You have access to enrolled agents with the IRS as part of your membership. Put them to work. They know things that people at H&R Block don't know. Like my mom's a tax instructor for H&R Block, but there's still things that they've been able to help us clarify just to make sure that you're getting the maximum, because taxes are a big expense, but the government makes a lot of money off what we don't know.
Right.
So ask if you don't know.
Amazing. So where do you want to go to next? Let's see.
Well, let's go in order.
Okay, bill negotiation. I particularly love this one.
Tanisha, real quick before we go, I'm sorry. Hey,
Okay.
how many guys, just real quick, show of hands, how many guys have these documents and are trying to upload these as we're going live? Can I get a show of hands real quick so I can see what it looks like?
Hang on, stop your share, Kanisha, so we can see who's got hands up.
Okay.
Anybody doing this stuff real time? Michelle?
I'm trying to.
That's Angela's
All
trying.
right, good stuff.
Okay.
This is Gwendolyn Dotson. We had spoke with one of the experts, and we told them, well, what me and Mr. Dotson did, we faxed it to MWR. So we did it months and months ago before the new system came out. But I'm so happy that I moved to the group, because now I can share this with my new business partners so I know tell her what to do. So thank you.
Oh, so that's an important option, by the way. If you find that you are working with someone that has technology.
All right, I'm gonna kick it.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I got a bad connection. I must stop talking. Yeah, I just wanted to get how many people are trying to do this real time. Because really the point of tonight is just to help. We have a lot of people that get excited about the opportunity, and then we look up, a month has gone by or 2 months have gone by, and they've never experienced the benefits of the maxes. So tonight's thing is really to help you guys get launched, because once you enroll and you start creating that story for yourself, it's a whole lot easier to do this business when you can share what's already happened for you, as opposed to what you think's gonna happen for you.
Yep. You go to the gym and work out with the trainer.
Absolutely.
All right,
Okay.
So, oh, by the way, let's make sure that this part is, because you would not think about how many people don't know, but you can get a PDF copy of any bill that they send you in the mail if you go to your provider's website. So if you're on Verizon or Comcast, I know they send me the bills in the mail. And imagine this, Kanisha. I was over here trying to scan the bill, right? But all I had to do was log into the website and download the PDF so that I had an easy upload.
Yes.
Another option, if you ever find yourself where you feel technologically challenged to upload, you can email MWR support and they'll put it in the upload center for you. Part 2.
Yes, absolutely. So is there any more questions about that particular one? Or does anybody lost or not sure?
Well, this is Gwendolyn Dotson. I just want to say thank you. You're doing a great job, because I have to share this with our new business partner. And for you to do it in front, I think it was great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. So do you think we have time to do more, or you just want to?
So let me do, well, if you do bill negotiation, I guess the high level thing that they need to provide, you do need to verify that you're you, and you need to send the bills that you're going to send. And there's a large category of things. So I know we talk about cell phone, internet, cable, but also my exterminator bill, alarm system, anything that you've got that's repetitive, there's probably a category for it. And there's not one. There was one that they didn't do anything with at first because of my contract terms, that they came back to me after 4 months and said, we're now in a position to renegotiate this for you. Do you want us to go forward?
Right.
And they don't make any money unless they save you money. So they're aggressive.
And the interesting thing is it's quarterly. Every 3 months, they come back to you and say, hey, it's time for us to do this again. So it's not just a one-time thing. And don't forget the garbage bill, Richard. I actually heard somebody say yesterday their lawn care bill. I was like, wait a minute, I forgot about that one.
Man, Darren about to get, okay. I didn't think of that one myself.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's the power of community. And then when you get ready, I want to show the question that I most often get asked about credit, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right.
You can go, you can go with that one unless you want me to show the bill shredder, because this is a new account, so it won't actually show anything.
Okay. So let's skip to the next thing. So let's go to debt elimination. Do you want to show on your side or?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, you can show on your side because you know what you want to say.
Well, the main thing I want people to know, this is probably, even though we talk about the pay raises and the credit scores, probably the most important piece of technology we have is our debt elimination strategy.
Yes.
And it is comprehensive. And for many people, what I find, well, what it did for me, it was actually the first time that I knew how long I was going to be in debt based on the things that we borrowed. How many of you bought some things on time and not really thought about what the impact was?
Oh, yeah.
So that was my case. Now with our debt elimination, when you're new, you click debt elimination, every one of these tabs, here's the simple metaphor. Click on it and then go to member access and it'll expand into that category. But with debt elimination, when you're brand new, if you click on get started, it will walk you through an interview about your debts. The best place to be when you're doing this, for most people, it takes less than an hour. Matter of fact, less than 30 minutes. But be where you can either log into your account or you got your bills beside you and just log in. Now, from transparency, I'm about to tell y'all my business, because after the interview, it takes all the things that you have borrowed money for and puts them into this virtual spreadsheet. That's what it looks like. So this is my life. This is the mortgage on our rental house, all these student loans we spend on for our kids. This is our vacation property. More student loans, more vacations. And then we bought a car last year, right? Now, the hard thing about this, now over time, once you pay things off using the process, those things go away. What you'll notice is I don't have any credit card debts anymore. That's what's gotten added into the margin. So they'll ask, what amount could you devote to paying off your debts faster? This started off for me with the money from the instant pay raise. Then once we got the credit cards paid off, we added that to this margin. Once we started making some money, we devoted half to there. So that's what our margin is. After the process, it'll look at your existing margin, anything that you can add, and give you this debt-free lifestyle analysis or equity max analysis. When you get to this step, make sure to take some time with your sponsor to review the plan, because it really captures both of the things that we have to do to make wealth real. First, we get the money back from the creditor, so it shows. Here's what they had planned for me. You see it, Kanisha? 24 years. And initially this was $470,000 in interest. Now we'll be debt-free in 6 years and 5 months, paying $233,000 less in interest and being debt-free almost 18 years sooner.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing.
And
That's amazing.
And this is the power of what we do, because then they already focus on this idea. Once you get out of debt and invest the money that you were paying to creditors, you have $50,000 in this amount of time, 100,000 here, you have an additional $1 million 12 years after you're out of debt.
Wow.
And oh, by the way, if you ever look at where these calculations come from, it's the conservative side of investment. This is way less than what we're earning in a private reserve account. The 3% is what they're forecasting into that table. But if you mess around and are earning 6 or 12, man, that's the banker's secret working on our behalf. Now, the second part that happens, once you've got your plan, and it does tell you, here's what your creditors have planned, this is when we want you to be done with it, and it's everything, including the mortgages on the rental properties and the house that we live in. Every month, put this in your notes, on the 28th of the month, you get a debt elimination plan statement, right? Monthly statement generates and tells you, this is your part in running the play. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for the month of July, new statement just came for us. It tells us what we're going to do, what we need to do to stay on plan, who we're paying, and what we're paying to get them out of our lives forever, forever, ever.
Ever, ever?
Forever, ever. All right, questions on debt elimination. Now, that's the one service that we have that has what? It has no uploads. It's just data entry. You type in your numbers, and then it does the calculation. You can get that result. Put this in your notes. You get the answer to that question same day. The same day that you go to work on eliminating debt, they give you the playbook. They tell you who your biggest enemy is. And this is one of the things that me and Nikki do, because we did go by, like, okay, I bought a car last year in April, right? I thought I got a good deal. I put that in the equity max, and it's the equivalent of somebody cussing.
Wow.
It moved that car note to the top of the list. So instead of paying it off in 60 months, I paid it off in 4.
Nice.
Saved us $4,000 in interest.
That's wonderful.
But listen to this word, amortized debt is what's killing us. The word in the middle, mort, is the same word as mortuary.
Yes.
So
Preach that.
that bill that's got you paying for the rest of your life and dying, amortized.
That's
Student
right.
loans are amortized.
Yes, Lord.
Mortgages, they collect the interest up front. You pay interest for the first 20 years. It takes 21 years for the average mortgage for where you're paying more to principal than you are in interest, unless you have a plan. But we give you the plan to knock all that out. Make
I have
sense?
a question.
Shoot, who is that? Michelle? Hey.
Yes. So it will actually help you to identify what you should be paying on each bill. Okay.
And it will optimize, like the concept under the covers is a debt snowball, but it automates it and removes the emotion. So that all I do when it's time to budget, this is what we're paying to knock out the bills, and this is what we're paying over to get out the debts. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, because that's what we did. You know, after I stopped paying in 2020, I did this, and I eliminated 2 credit cards, paid off Ashley Furniture Store, all of it I paid. Then I took the additional money that we was paying and we snowball, I put it towards my husband's medical bills.
Yes.
And we're knocking it off even sooner. And he had that second hip surgery. He retired this June 21st, 25th at Game Changer. He hasn't been back to work. Amen.
Yes.
And you could tell at the party at Game Changer that Mr. Johnson had a new hip. He was wiggling.
Yes.
All right, so let me do this because Nikki just dropped off a plate of spaghetti. That means that it is 9 o'clock. It's time for me to eat.
Yes.
So let's go through quickly. What did we cover? So we covered upload first. You need your license for your e-wallet. You need your previous year's tax return and previous 2 tax stubs for your instant pay raise. But make sure, by the way, I don't know how to say this. Even though it's flashy, the money we make on the instant pay raise, what's even better is the level of organization and audit proofing that we get from using TaxBot. I think too many people put off TaxBot till later, and that's how taxes bite you. So make sure that you maximize your home business documentation and record keeping. Think about it this way. Let me say this. This is not a part of uploads. It's just reality. I want everybody to know that in 2018, the tax laws changed dramatically against the average working person. Dramatically. And I want you to think about who was president then and who he wrote the tax laws on behalf of.
Right.
He's a business owner. So the standard deductions, think about this, the standard deductions that most people get, their home interest, their insurance on their home. Now there's a max that you can deduct if your only deduction is your job. We need these, like, I know we say it in the presentations, but that's real. There's no cap on how much you can write off from your business.
Right.
Sorry.
Cap on what you can deduct as an individual, no cap on what you can write off as a business cost. All right.
Rick, can I hop in there with you for a second on this one?
Absolutely.
Because I really want you guys to pay attention to what Rick is saying here. Like, if you've been kind of coasting through, I know there's been some good information, but if you have, like, I want you to put an asterisk by this part, because we've been in business for a long time and we've done some business. We made a lot of money working home-based businesses. But if somebody along the way would have taught us the things that's being shared here today, we'd be millionaires over and over again, because we made a lot of money, but didn't understand the tax part of this thing. We didn't have a team of experts. They talked about it in the presentation. Oh, there's all these benefits for being a home-based business owner, but nobody ever took the time to show us how to leverage that part of the power of what we had. Like, we had people that were in business with us for years that if they just knew this part of it, they might have never made a dime in the business technically, but they would have saved themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax write-offs if they just understood the stuff that we're teaching here today. So pay attention to what Rick is saying, leverage the resources that are going on, because it's the game. Like this part we're talking about right now, honestly, guys, if I were to cut brass tax, that's why I'm in NWR, because of this information that's being shared right here, right now. So pay attention to it for me.
Yeah, me too.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Mr. Richard Harden. Thank you, Mr. Rand, Michael Rand, and Natisha, because, we being on the Zooms, but when you go into this other room, in the money room, I love it. And this is what people need to see and learn, because a lot of people come in this business and they do just get in and do I wouldn't even say the major, they just get in. But this training, I think it was amazing. Because if new people come into this, but they have to wait till they get to the money. But
Excellent. Well, let me fast forward to the last thing. I know people ask about it, have questions, and sometimes they skip it because of perceived pain. So let me explain MWR credit restoration and say up front, I'm one of those people that got in business and said, my credit's mostly okay, and I wasn't planning on borrowing any more money anyway. Who's in that category? So that was me too. I only clicked the buttons to see what would happen. right? If you want to know a friend that clicked every button, I clicked the buttons to know what happened.
Mhm.
So what
Me too.
happens most of the time when people click this get started button is I get a call, Kanisha. They say, I thought you said that credit restoration is included in the membership. And it is. Notice this says credit reports and scores.
Yes.
Credit reports and scores are necessary for the credit restoration process to proceed, but you do have other options in terms of where you can get your credit reports and scores from. It says right here that MWR strongly recommends, let me find where that is, because these are the secrets of reading, right?
Right.
It says strongly recommends the smart credit system, but you could get a free copy of your reports right here. By the way, when you click the button, so that there's no shock value, it's $20 a month for smart credit. We don't make any more money when people use smart credit, but they do get better results when they do. And here's why. Smart credit, this is my smart credit. Y'all know all my business now, but here it is. My smart credit system, when I got started, it had 3 numbers that I got as tools. So you get 3 parts to smart credit. It's a score tracker, score builder, and score master. Simple view of it is, right, the simple view of it is score tracker is where you are and where you've been. Score builder is what's negative on your report that can be fixed. Y'all notice, now I've been in the program for a little more than a year. There is nothing left that they can fix.
Yes.
Got me every point, and score master is what you can do to improve your score. Notice I'm maxing out what they're doing for me on credit because it makes money cheaper. Now, once you get in with score, matter of fact, this will be interesting to see. With your credit score, most people don't know. There's 3 parts to the credit score. There's your credit score. That's the overall, what they ring up when they see what's your credit score. There is your auto score, meaning if you go to finance a car, they score slightly differently. And there's an insurance score. If your credit score goes up, look for your insurance premiums for homeowners and auto insurance to go down. If they don't, contact your agent. Contact your agent, meaning I pay right now about $200 less for homeowners insurance and auto insurance once we got over 800. I didn't know what was going to happen. It's just side effects. But they call it happy side effect. But here's my story of credit over the year. I was at, mid to low 7s when I started. They got me up to 810. I refinanced this house. Like when I talk about it, that's when it happened. My credit score went down because when you make a bigger inquiry and you borrow money, your credit score goes down. They got me right back up to 810. So last summer, me and Nikki bought a car, a vacation property, and added an Amex card. Went back down, but then by November, they got us back up to 810 and then steady growing, right? We hadn't had anything else to borrow. But you are in a different buying class because, put this in your notes. This isn't just for people with bad credit. You really gotta understand it. Now you're in a credit as a leverage situation where you know what you should predictably get by having the best score possible. Make sense? Now, the second part to smart credit is our score builder. Now, put this in your notes. There are things in here that will put you on a 120-day game plan. So over the course of 120 days, these are the things that our credit repair team is actually working on if you give them the report. Does that make sense? And then the last thing is score master. It lets you know based on your revolving debt. There are some people I've been able to get a 60-point increase with $200. All they had to do was pay this one card, this amount by this date, and they tell you who to pay, what to pay them, and when to do it to get the maximum value. But then the uploads, here's how you upload from Smart Credit. That's what I came here. Oh, before I do that, let me point out, with your Smart Credit, if you choose to get it, you do get $1 million in identity theft protection coverage for your household. That's included in the $20 a month. And the alerts, which have saved me big time, because I know me and Nikki were sitting on the couch one time, and I was like, baby, what did you buy? That was $1,000 on Facebook. Turned out she had bought nothing that was $1,000. I was literally experiencing fraud right there sitting on the couch, right? Smart Credit sent me the alert, had it linked to my email, and at least I was able to be proactive about it and get everything resolved. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Anything, oh, so reports. So when you go to get your credit reports, with the service, you get your 3-bureau credit report every 30 days. See right here, it says mine is 30 days old. I prefer to send it in this classic view. So you switch to classic view and do print. Print. There's an option here for save as PDF. Because I will say there are some people that have gone through the process of printing this report and trying to scan it or go into Kinko's, but if you save it as PDF, that gives you a place where you can save the document. Now, I saved my PDF of my credit report in my Credit Max folder. So everybody remember earlier, I had MWR Financial, Credit Max. Every 30 days, Richard Harden, Nikki Harden, Richard Harden, Nikki Harden. Every 30 days, I just upload the report and any letters that come from the credit bureaus about what's happening with our credit. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then the upload center for it works just like the one that Kanisha showed you for TaxBot. And I'm not saying something we haven't done because we're working on our credit together. And here's one of the hidden blessings. So driver's license, 3-bureau credit report, Nikki's report, TransUnion sent us some letters. I sent them whatever TransUnion sent us. Does that make sense? It's not your job to read the TransUnion reports because turns out they are boring. They are tear-jerking boring. But I just sent, and that's what, oh, by the way, I'm also one of those people. I got a whole lot of questions that I asked them about situations because we've hired experts. You upload every 30 days. When any letters come from the credit bureaus, upload those too. And over time, things change. Like, y'all want to know a secret?
Yes, I like
One of the
secrets.
things that the experts had that was on my credit report forever, and I thought it was going to stay there because I really did it, it's gone too. I don't know how, I don't know what, but they do what they do and things get better. Does that make sense?
Awesome,
Yes.
Mr. Richard Harden.
The best part of this testimony is when Nikki bought the car for Christmas, she ain't need a cosigner.
Yeah.
It's the first time in our marriage. We've been married 26 years.
That's a blessing.
That is a
She
blessing.
was like, I ain't even know I was in the 700s. I was like, I got you, bro.
Right, right.
All right. So those are the main uploads that we'll work on for today. We'll set aside a separate session to talk about the wealth accumulation piece. But here's what I'll tell you about the wealth accumulation piece. If you haven't done the things that are in the basic membership, most of the wealth accumulation experts will have you reschedule so that you have a clear picture of your debt window. Like it does, but put this in your notes. There's no investment, no matter how cool it is, that makes more sense than paying off a credit card.
Yeah. You adding stress when you're paying 29% interest on your credit cards. You got
it's a hole in the bucket. It doesn't matter how much water you pour in or how fast. It's gonna leak out. All right. Well, I think that is past our time. Let's leave room. I know we set this time aside for new people
Yes.
to have their questions
Thank you
answered, but
all
also
so
to know where to
much.
go. Did everybody get what you need?
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Excited all
Excellent.
over again.
Say again?
I said I'm excited all over again.
Me too.
Awesome. Yes.
I just love it.
It's only my second day, but still.
Now I see what I was missing, Mr. Richard Harden, everyone, when I was staying over there on that Zoom, but I'm so glad that, and I love it, the information. Thank you so much. Great.
Excellent, excellent.
I have a question. Can you guys hear me now? Just
Yes.
I'm sorry. So
Hey,
on
Lisa,
the,
congratulations, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, congratulations. Oh, and tell Victor I said congratulations for real. I'm gonna stop calling them names.
I told Sean, I was like, you gotta send Rick an email. What I'm saying. But I will tell him. So I just want on the smart credit. So I sign up for the smart credit first, and then I get my report, and then I upload because I'm on there now. I just have to put in my card information.
It's the easiest way. Because that way you'll have your credit report day one. You can upload
Yeah.
it that way.
Okay. Thank you. I'm doing that right now.
Monique has her hand raised.
Monique, you got a question?
I'm fairly new at this, but I have I work from 9 in the morning to 10 at night, and it's hard for me to get on the Zooms.
Ooh.
And I'm fairly kind of behind, and I'm sorry I'm at work now, and I'm trying to catch up, and I don't understand some stuff. Like I downloaded my check stubs and I did the tax forms, but I don't know if it went through or not. And then I did download the tax bot, and it did take me over to the HULR, whatever you spell it. And I don't understand if I put that in right or what am I mileaging. And I also want to know, could you put in like tickets from moving violations and whatnot?
Okay, good question. So first, damn, did you say you work from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
You got a regular 13-hour shift, like that's your day?
I got two clients, one from 9 to 4 and one from 4 to 10, sometimes 10:30, 11. And I don't have nothing but weekend time. And then when the weekend come, I try to catch up, but I be so sleepy that I'm not catching up.
Well, so I apologize for cursing because that's going to be on our recording. Shoot.
I'm trying to do something else to help me get out of working all day.
But so here's the good news is that because these are uploads, they can happen off cycle, meaning we don't have to wait around till business hours to work with our team. We can upload whenever we do. Like I know several people are good for 1 a.m. uploads. And what's surprising is those usually get processed first thing next day. So if you're behind, who is your sponsor, Monique?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, okay. I'm her sponsor. So we can make sure to make some time to walk through just getting the experts to go to work. Because here's the good news. You're not behind. The experts are going to do the work once you send them the stuff. Does that make sense? So it's not you. Only thing we're behind on is a little bit of paperwork that we can catch up in a matter of minutes. So, by the way, never feel like you're behind. Just go to work. Go to work the day that you can, when you can. The second thing, when it comes to, you asked about how to use the tax bot most effective. I think that's the essence of the question. There's two things that I set up front is I do set it for automatic mileage tracking. Because mileage for a home-based business user is one of your biggest deductions. But it's also one of the things that gets most audited because they know most people haven't been logging their miles. They ain't put nothing in that little book since they put the little book in the car. So when it comes to when you see the setting for automatic mileage, put that in. And anytime you have 3 categories of things that happen. So one thing that happens every month that you know you can write off is you're going to get a charge to your account for your membership. That's fully tax deductible. Also, if you go out to eat with a business partner, that meal is now tax deductible. I think the IRS is going to be tired of seeing Taco Tuesday come through, but it's still my business partners and customers. Oh, and by the way, start making a habit of making your other meals tax deductible by finding out the name of your server and writing that on your receipt.
Okay.
And here, I know this isn't a prospecting meeting, but we might as well talk about it every chance we get. You have given us incredible service today. You are so good at what you do. You'll be even better at what I do. What do you do? Oh, I know you're busy working right now. Text me a number. I'll send you some information. See if it makes sense for you.
Okay.
At that point, that is a prospecting meeting. Document it. So you take a picture. In the app, it has a place where you can take a picture of the receipt. Take a picture. Who, where, what, and when is what the IRS wants to know. And this year, because of the new laws that the dude did, meals are 100% tax deductible. Used to be 50. Make sense? So just short things, small things to do. Anything that's business related, phone, mileage, meals especially, take a picture of the receipt, classify it so that you don't have a big bag of receipts at the end of the year saying, I should be able to write these off, but that's just paper.
Okay.
Other questions? Did that help, Monique?
Yes, and what did you say about moving violation tickets? No?
It's hard to write off a moving violation.
Okay. I mean, what, parking ticket?
You know, Sean Hill tried to upload some tickets. They ain't help him either.
Okay. How do I text you my number?
We're in a three-way chat, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, it's no secret with my number. I'll just put it in the text.
Okay, yep. As a matter of fact, for you, because now that I'm looking at your name, I sent you a welcome text like two or 3 days ago.
And I don't be in there catching up on things, like I haven't downloaded the card. I've been writing stuff down. I haven't got the like I'm trying to learn the roadmap. And
see, that was over there blaming you for not responding to my text. But now I know.
What was your name? Oh, Richard.
I'm there, Richard.
Okay. I'm just trying to learn it.
Awesome. All right, any more questions for the good of the order before we adjourn? Has this been helpful?
Yes.
This is
Very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Great.
very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Very helpful.
Hello, team. Yes,
You're
I
welcome.
agree. It is so good.
Awesome.
And I thank you for all the team being on.
Excellent.
Is this call available, the recording available for replay?
We will make it. We will make it so.
It will be. Yeah, it will be.
Thank you. Can I get a copy of this sent over, please? Gwendolyn Dotson, thank you so much. Great.
You know we're gonna put it in the group. You know we're
Turn
gonna
on the 182.
check the group. It'll be in the groups.
Thank you.
Sean, Dr. Hill,
Yes, ma'am.
was Vincent over there? Vincent Johnson?
Oh, I hope so.
He was over there. Monica.
He was Monica.
He requested to get over.
He what?
He requested.
He
like, "Oh, I
requested.
get to the
He was in there.
lunchroom."
Yeah, he was over there.
That's it. That's a new partner.
Yeah, my new partner.
Oh yeah, we just took his word for it and blew his mind. So you gotta deal with that.
It's okay.
All right, so that was worth everybody's time. We'll probably roll something like this back like once a month. So how many of you guys feel like you wish you had about 5 more business partners on this call?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So last tip, and we're done. You have to be the Don or Donna King for your business. They don't know how important it is until you share what you feel right now. You have to make sure they never miss the next one. And the next one is happening on the same day of the week at the same time as this one. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. God bless. Have an amazing evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Everybody have a good night.
Great
call. Thank you.
Great.